Hello, this is Danny Raymond, the voice behind Ray's Guide. Today, Bethesda had an hour-long Q&A with lead quest designer Will Shen and lead designer Emil Pagliarulo regarding Starfield. The questions were pre-designed to say a lot and tell little, and I ended the hour thinking I wish somebody would have condensed all this down to just a few minutes. So, here it is as a public service. Question 1. Will we be able to buy homes in the main cities? Answer, yes, in all of them. And there will be at least one home given as a quest reward. I'm guessing the main storyline gets you some fancy digs at Constellation. I am also guessing that based on a later answer that it will be a one-time payment and not rent or requiring taxes, upkeep, or any other money sink. Question 2. If we get the kid stuff trait, the appearance of our parents will be a combination of traits from our character appearance. A nice touch. Question 3. Asking advice for people who have never played a Bethesda game. Answer, whatevs, have fun. This question in a developer Q&A, like really there were tons of people attending a dev Q&A who would ask such a lame question over all the specific things we could really use clarification on. They really had to dig deep to find that softball. Question 4. Certain cargo is contraband and is contraband everywhere for anybody. So it will need to be hidden or avoid being scanned by the authorities. Now, slipped in here was a bit of a disappointment, that the economy is fixed, and prices that you get for things will depend only on your skill level. No need to watch for market fluctuations or your actions having any effect on the game world at all. Once you find or learn from a YouTube video that optimal trade route, there is no point in really doing any other sort of trade. Question 5. There is a law system more resembling Skyrim's than Fallout's. That would seem to indicate that there were both jail and jailbreaking in addition to penalties and bribes and resisting arrest. Again, no actual specifics. Question 6. Time will not pass in the game when logged out. Your outpost will not be able to function as passive income when logged out. Question 7. It is possible to be a double agent. In fact, the Crimson Fleet storyline is specifically about joining as an undercover agent for the United Colony System Defense. And the theme of the Crimson Fleet storyline is how far down the rabbit hole you will go. Question 8. It will be possible to do a lot in the game in pacifist mode and non-lethal weapons, but it is unlikely to successfully be able to complete it entirely without using lethal force. Question 9. Existing real-world religions do still exist in the time of the game, but for obviously controversial reasons, they are not gone into in depth. The fictional religions of the game are the Sanctum Universum, which believes that God is a real thing in the real universe, and if we set out our gravity drive to the right place, we can go visit him. And in fact, that is why God created it. The Enlightened are a kind of community service group for atheists with a kind of stoic underpinnings. And the House Varun, or Great Serpent, are military apocalyptic zealot who say, join us or be devoured when the Great Serpent comes. It seems that while technically joinable, the typical situation will have them be an adversary group. Question 10. There will be over 20 named character companions to recruit, each with their own backstory. There are 4 main characters from Constellation that have more detailed character development and tie directly into the main quest. Question 11. Crew, which appear to be a superset of companions, are purchased with one-time fee and do not need to be paid or have other upkeep costs. Kind of a creepy slavery vibes there, you know? Question 12. Companions do not level up. They will apparently fire weapons, but mostly they serve as buffs to your skill level and your ship's abilities. Question 13. What is your favorite part of the game? Fluff question, which, believe it or not, resulted in even fluffier answers. But not to be outdone by question 14. What books or movies inspired you? A complete Rorschach test, this is. Toss out some well-known titles, and people will presume that whatever they thought was best about those titles was going to be in Starfield. How lame can you get? Question 15. What are your favorite little immersive details? Oh, there are so many little details. Wow. Just like literally every other game built in the era of 4K monitors, of course there are little details. There has to be. And question 16. What are the history of the Mechs? Emil pointed out that they are an artifact of the Colony War, specifically calling out that it was the Colony War, singular and not plural, like he had just used in the prior sentence. Never mind. They suggested that there would be an abandoned mech battleground, but that the mechs themselves are all in ruins, which will of course be taken as a dare to all the mod builders. And that concluded the end of the stupidest hour I have ever spent on Starfield. Really, Bethesda? You thought those were the questions we wanted to ask? Really? 16 questions, and not a single one about shipbuilding, base building, maintenance, repairs, equipment, crafting, trade, medical, exploration, landing at random places on the planet, modding, etc., etc., etc. Frankly, even condensing it to a couple of minutes, I feel a bit ashamed at how little there was to it. Now for an update on our giveaways. First, we have the 10,000 subscriber thank you for either $100 of Steam Store credit or the LTI Hull C, the Colossal Cargo Container Carrying Craft, to be given away when the C goes live, now scheduled for 3.20. And then in November, the big annual IAE Week ship giveaway for your choice of either the Galaxy Complete, the massive modular mining moving medical machine, or the brand new big box bargain bazaar called the Mergerman. Or again, $100 of Steam Store credit. Just be a member and be entered automatically, or subscribe and comment somehow using the secret word. And the secret word for this video is what I thought they dared the modding community to create. Fly safe, keep it real, and I'll see you in the verse. This is Daniel Raymond for Ray's Guide.